What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, you see this oxygen thief up here? This guy right here is Irvin Irbin Vargas. He was 22 years old 4 years ago. Well, 6 years ago. Ladies and gentlemen, this man at 22 years old shot and killed this girl right here. 16-year-old, and let me see if I can say her name right. Her name is Lourdes Sandoval. He shot her in front of her house, right? All because she refused to date him. 22-year-old man, 16-year-old young lady. And he killed her. Reason why I'm talking about this now is yesterday in court, he was sentenced to 75 years for her murder. Take a look at this story, and I'm going to show you the video from back in 2018 that has a lot of information in it. And this is one of the reasons why I worry as a father of a child. Now, even though my little girl is still young, I fear her running into this type of animal in the street. A lot of you should too. Take a look.
Still developing tonight, the search for a teenage girl's killer. Police say this man, 22-year-old Irbin Vargas, is wanted for her murder. Vargas allegedly shot the teen outside of a Houston home earlier this week. And now the family of 16-year-old Lourdes Sandoval is pleading for justice. Our Sally Mamdou live outside HPD headquarters with that message and disturbing new details in this case. Sally?
Well, the family tells me that this wanted suspect harassed the victim in the past and at some point pointed a gun to her head. A makeshift memorial marks where 16-year-old Lourdes Sandoval was shot and killed Wednesday night.
She was always a happy person. She would like to have her freedom, and she liked to have fun.
Eric is one of Lourdes' cousin. He says the family is devastated over the sudden loss.
She wasn't a bad person. We don't know why this happened.
On Friday, Houston police say this man, 22-year-old Irbin Vargas, is wanted for Lourdes' death. Family members say Vargas was stalking Lourdes despite her telling him to leave her alone. Alejandra Garza says correspondence on social media between her cousin and Vargas paints a horrifying picture.
He was like obsessed with her. He showed her a picture of him pointing a gun on his head, and he was saying, I don't know what would I do without you.
But what's even more chilling, the family says, is this exchange where Garza says Vargas put a gun to Lourdes' head to force her to be with him.
We didn't know that this was going on between them because she didn't talk anything.
And I just hope we can catch this guy soon, and we want justice.
Now, anyone with information should contact Houston police. In the meantime, the family's in the process of raising funds to help pay for the funeral expenses. We are live in downtown Houston. Sally Mamdou, KPRC Channel 2 News.
Guys, that's the story of this guy, Irbin Vargas. And I'm going to be honest with you. This right here is not love. It's predation. They're calling him a predator. And they should. And I don't know why they gave him 75 years in prison. He still gets to eat, drink, laugh, and be married under confinement conditions, whereas this girl right here lays cold in the ground, or what's left of her. He shot this girl minutes after she told him she didn't want to be with him no more. Now, it's bad enough that he's 22 years old and he's sniffing the ass of a 16-year-old girl. It says right here, I want you to hear this. This teen was prompted to cut off communication with Vargas after she told her family and friends he had threatened her and put a gun to her head, according to prosecutors. The two had been in a relationship for about 1 year, officials said. Now, I'm going to address the elephant in the room. They were in a 1-year relationship, so she was 15 and he was 21 years old. And the family knew about it. You don't want to say nothing bad about somebody that lost their life. But I mean, come on. Come on, how is that even allowable? Seriously, how is it even allowable? He's old enough to drive, drink, do anything else, where she's, what, a sophomore in high school or freshman, depending on her date of birth? It's unacceptable. People parent how they parent, but I'm going to tell you something. For them two to coexist with a gap of 6 years, the mindsets had to be similar to where the family thought he was safe because he thought his mental state was on her level. Or what they thought was vice versa. She was mature enough to handle a relationship with a grown-ass man. Said he was a 22-year-old predator who worked to get close to a teenage girl. Assistant District Attorney Philip White said in a news release. 5 minutes after she told him that it was over for good, he killed her, shot her right in front of her damn house. After threat, after threat, after threat. Put a gun to her head. You be with me or else. I want you think about something real quick. How is it today a man will scare a woman into loving him? That is the craziest thing I've ever heard. Like me or else. And you see this not just from 2018 when she lost her life and the guy just got sentenced, but even today, and it's getting worse. You'll see high schoolers break up and the guy will want to kill the girl or beat her up or do something crazy. A lot is going on in the minds of young men nowadays to where you would even look and think to mess with a girl in her mid-teens as a grown-ass man out here in the street. Y'all ain't got nothing to talk about. She's in school. You not. You out here in the real world. Either way, man, it's unfortunate this girl died and they only gave this guy 75 years. Said he's eligible for parole in 30 years. I guarantee you in 32 to 35 years, his dumb ass to be out in the street to where he could fall in love again and shoot somebody else. Justice system's a damn joke. You gotta pay attention and keep hold of your children, man. Sometimes as a parent, you gotta pry. You know, kids when they get in their teens, they think they know everything and all that. I don't know about this situation, but to intimidate or have her in a position where she could have got intimidated, that's sad in itself. Sad in itself. This guy right here has a child's mind. And proof of that was his actions after she, a child, told a grown man it's over. He's sending pictures in the text message holding a gun to his head. There's no me without you. And he proved it. He risked his life and his freedom by taking her life after she didn't want to be a part of his anymore. And that's the part that's sad about this. I would give him no leniency. He'd have went right to the gallows. Before, it wouldn't have been no trial, no, he would have went right to the gallows. It's crazy out here where the people feel as though nowadays, no, or I want out is a death sentence. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. There's nothing normal about a grown man chasing behind a teenage girl and going and losing his wits about a kid still in school. The family, let me say this. Family said that she never said anything about the last part. But I mean, come on. If somebody was on their game, man, this should have never even came to be. That's just my opinion. But everybody's situation is different. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.